as adequate measures are taken to secure the flashpoints. In a statement through his special advisor on media and information, the governor asked the federal government to, as a matter of urgency, deploy security personnel with advanced weaponry and communication gadgets that can counter those of the insurgents. He also asked the federal government for an upgrade of the surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities of the security agents to detect, prevent, and bring to justice criminals or insurgents bent on attacking innocent people. When we come back on News Track, we'll take some business news. Lending rates at the Interbank eased to 10.5%. Do stay with us.
At first, it's only anticipation that something is about to happen. This is one thing that makes life interesting. To compete, not only with players across the field, but across the world. It makes me feel joy when we win and sorrow when we lose. The action and reaction of the line, falling, dropping, despite the odds. I love it because it brings me tears of victory, tears of joy. The skill that leads to the pass that leads to the shot that leads to the goal that determines the ultimate. Channel Sports, defining the moment of true sports.
Open market operations supported lending rates at the Interbank as it eased marginally to an average of 10.5% week on week. The secured open buyback was flat at 10.25%. Overnight placement closed at 10.75%, while cool money eased to 10.75%. Traders say although the central bank debited about 74 billion naira to meet the cash reserves requirement from banks' accounts on Wednesday, about 156 billion naira in matured OMO debt notes were re-injected into the market on Thursday. Local and foreign investors have besieged the Tafawa Balewa Square venue of the Lagos International Trade Fair. The event, organized annually by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, is described as the biggest business gathering in Nigeria, aimed at boosting international trade and promoting economic growth. Our correspondent, Temple Ashaju, reports.
The trade fair ranks as one of the biggest across Africa. Organizers, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, center the objective of the fair on business promotions.
Everybody wants to be in Nigeria, but there must be a forum for them to be able to see what is available in Nigeria and also to showcase what they have.
It's an excellent platform for people to actually promote their businesses. It's also a very good platform for consumers, people who want to make contacts, who want to buy things at a discount.
Despite the change of location for the fair due to road rehabilitation around the original site, the number of exhibitors have continued to rise.
People are still coming to register to participate in the trade fair. So direct participants, they're well over 1,000.
I think there are lots of people. I think the awareness, and I think I prefer the location here.
This is the venue of the 27th edition of the Lagos International Trade Fair. At the moment, this trade fair houses over 2,000 accredited international and local companies. Bargains are going on between buyers and sellers as they continue to troop in and out.
Nigeria is a big market for China companies. They want to come to Nigeria and to try to advocate his products.
We've been giving various ranges of discounts to our customers for the fair. It ranged from 5% to 15% depending on the bargaining powers of the customers.
The outside is very costly, but there is discount here.
The discount is not much in terms of what the prices we are getting outside.
People who are buying these items, who are taking them home, must have been convinced that they have a bargain.
One of the objectives of a trade fair is to examine market trends. And this one, which ends on Sunday, may just be doing justice to Nigeria's Business Confidence Index.
Indicators at the Nigerian equities market ended the week in a negative note as the all-share index slipped from the 38,000-point benchmark. The benchmark index lost 0.67% to close Friday's session at 37,870 points. The market capitalization also depreciated to 12.10 trillion naira. The all-share index was pulled down by price losses recorded by some market heavyweights, including Nestle, Guinness Nigeria and Dangote Cement. Among the top price gainers for the day are Forte Oil, Cadbury and Mobil. Transnational Corporation of Nigeria is among the most actively traded stocks, churning out 98.61 million units. Other equities that also caught investors' attention is Zenith Bank. When the closing bell rang to signify the end of trading for the week, the market logged a total volume of 282.74 million units, valued at 6.19 billion naira, and traded in 4,498 deals. On the international scene, the Philippines is not having things easy at the moment, with Typhoon Haiyan battering the country relentlessly. Reports say at least 120 people have been killed in the storm. Deputy Director General of the Civil Aviation Authority, Captain John Andrews, said bodies can be seen lying on the streets of the city of Tacloban. The typhoon ripped apart buildings and triggered landslide when it hit the central Philippines on Friday. 4 people were confirmed dead in the hours after the first impact. Aid agencies are now struggling to reach the affected city, as its airport has been badly damaged and only military flights are able to operate. World powers and Iran have begun a third day of talks with the UK Foreign Secretary William Hague, urging negotiators to seize the moment. Mr. Hague corroborated the claim of a US official that talks had made good progress, but he said that there was still uncertainty about whether a deal could be reached. Under a possible deal, Iran could freeze expansion of nuclear activity for limited sanctions relief. UK, French and German foreign ministers have joined their US and EU counterparts for the unscheduled talks. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi are also expected to attend the meeting.
Fixed time. Made very good progress and continue to make good progress, I think it is fair to say, but there are still important issues to resolve. So clearly they are not over yet. We're going to have to give a lot of time and attention to those issues during the course of today, and there is no fixed time for us to reach a conclusion.
Voters in the Maldives are going to the polls to elect a president after 2 previous attempts failed. Candidates came to a last-minute deal earlier this week to agree and sign the voter lists required for the election to take place. In 2012, ex-President Mohamed Nasheed was forced from office, sparking a political crisis. He is seeking to regain power at these elections. Tensions are however high after 1 vote was annulled and a rerun halted by police. Supporters of Mr. Nasheed's opposition Moldavian Democratic Party alleged that the government and judiciary are attempting to influence the electoral process, fearing he will return to power. Sports news. It's been a dream tournament for the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria, who finished the Under-17 World Cup in grand style, beating defending champions Mexico 3-0 to lift the trophy. The win makes Nigeria the most successful team in the history of the Under-17 tournament, securing a 4th title for the Golden Eaglets.
Receives his signal from the sidelines, blows his whistle, and the final of this FIFA Under-17 World Cup is underway.
It was a rematch of Nigeria's 6-1 victory over Mexico in Group F. This time around, the scoreline was different. The Mexicans kept possession of the ball and got a corner which came to nothing, but Nigeria benefited greatly by classic